Alright guys, so here I am with my first deck tech for the channel. I'm going to start off with the Druid deck that I play on ladder. Pretty much any list of it that you see is generally going to be only 10 cards off at most, because some of the best Druid cards are just the best Druid cards, and most lists do play them. So yeah, Innervate, pretty much the most broken card in Hearthstone. I'm going to start right at the top. You want to aggressively mulligan to get this in your opening hand, because it's much better to draw it early than late for obvious reasons. Which puts you really far ahead on board really quickly. Wrath is just an efficient removal spell that's good early, good late. One of your best early plays. Ancient Watcher is a card that I feel like if you're not playing in your Druid deck, you're just an idiot, because you're going to be playing cards like Sunfury Protector, at least one Defender of Argus anyway. You're going to be playing Keeper of the Groves no matter what. It just synergizes so well with cards that you're playing anyway. It gives you a good early game play, which the Druid deck desperately needs, because cards like Claw really do just suck, and the payoff is so high. A lot of times you play Eternal and Ancient Watcher, you innervate a Keeper on turn 2 or something, or you just play Ancient Watcher on turn 2 on the draw. Turn 3, you coin a Keeper, attack. Even without Keeper, it's so strong against aggro to give it taunt. It's just like a phenomenal card. Blood Mage gives you some sick turns of swipe. Nat Peg, and it's also good when you don't have it. You just basically play like a loot hoarder. Nat Peggle, basically in the deck, because unless you're willing to play cards like Wild Growth, you need some strong early game plays, and you know, even though him and Tankmaster are just so RNG based, you just gotta play him. Sunfury, you know, solid stats, very powerful card. This and Defender are two of the strongest neutral cards in the game right now, and of course they synergize with Ancient Watcher. You know, give that guy taunt, and the fact that he can't attack doesn't really matter much anymore. I play the Savage Roar Force of Nature combo that you see in most lists. It's only the cost of 2 slots, and it gives your deck a completely different dimension, so I highly recommend everyone play that. Harvest Golem's here to fill out the curve, because without him there wouldn't be other 3 drops, and he's better than Earthring Farseer, because you don't get the value out of Earthring Farseer in most games that you want to play him on turn 3, because if you're killing their stuff on turn 1 and 2, you're probably going to be at 30 life, so you're not going to get much out of the Battle Cry until later stages of the game. And later stages of the game, I'd rather not be playing a 3-drop. Tankmaster, because you have trouble dealing with big guys. Swipes, because we are illiterate. Defender, because it's great. Keeper, because it's great. Starfall, I explained earlier. Druid of the Claw, because you want a nice proactive 5-drop that's good when you're ahead and behind. I don't play Azure Drake because of how bad it is when I'm behind. Faceless Manipulator to go with that Tankmaster in the slower matchups like Control, and because, like I said, you have trouble with dealing with big guys, so why not just copy one. Carrying Blood Oath, so you have a good proactive 6-drop just to keep that curve smoothly going up. Black Knight, because it's just so damn swingy and you just get so many free wins off of it, and even when it's bad, you're paying 6 mana for a Yeti, so it's not the end of the world. Ancient Allure, pretty much just fantastic card advantage, really good if you need to get yourself out of burn range of Hunter, or if you're playing against Control. It's just a very powerful 3-for-1, sometimes a 4-for-1. And of course, Ysera, I play over Cenarius for, well, pretty much because if you're even with a Control deck, and if you're even with a Control deck, like the board is empty, I'd much prefer to play Ysera. It's going to take over the game a lot better than some 2/2s will. It's just a much harder card for them to deal with. And if you're behind, both cards suck. Like, it's not going to be hard for the deck that has a lead on board to get through 2/2 taunt creatures. So Ysera is my finisher of choice. Thank you guys for sitting through this first deck tech, and I'll make sure I have more of them up for some different classes in the future. See you in a bit.